Good evening, everyone. Myself, Ashu Sharma. I welcome you all in series of Kotlin. Today, we will see some practical examples that we have discussed in previous lectures about the control flow in Kotlin programming. So for that purpose, I am using IntelliJ IDE. You have to install it from the official page for the download purpose, and it depends on your operating system number of bits, that 32 bits or 64 bits. So you have to download as per the compatibility of operating system. And once it is downloaded, it will take around 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on your internet speed that you download it and just install it. Now, what exactly the way of running that Kotlin program? So it's a wonderful IDE where Kotlin is already inbuilt. Firstly, I am just showing you the steps that you have to follow to bring these programs into equation. So here is new, and you just open this project. We start always with project. So here we have to select Kotlin JVM. So once you select this and you select with this, and then just next and create this. So once you create this, as in these examples, I have already created project. So this is that we have hello world is project name, and then there is a package src. SRC is a package which is a source package, and under the source package I have these different Kotlin files. So you have to just simply right click on here and new and Kotlin file. So once you open it, you have to just name it and finally save it. So this is the way you just simply open this. It is very easy. Because in Eclipse, that in the previous some of those videos we have seen that we have to first install that plugin, Kotlin plugin over there, but here it is already inbuilt. So once we have just this setup ready, we have to just simply run the program and writing some of line of code. So here I have already some of these examples that we have discussed in previous videos as well. So here we have first is given and hello.kt, and this is that program's names I have just mentioned over here. This is the function main arguments array strings, and this is the definition part of two variables. And then we have to check the conditions where a is greater than b. If it is true, it prints max equals to a, and else if it is false, then it prints that max equals to b. But because of 5 is greater than 2, so it definitely prints maximum of a or b is concatenation operator max. So you have to remember these syntax and semantics, and finally it brings that 5 because a assigned to max. So you have to just simply run this. For that you have to press that shortcut key, that shift F10. You may go through here also, that shift F10 this way. So simply what you do, you simply click this and shift F10. So let us see, it is just building, and finally you will just see the outcome, what exactly we have. So here we have to just click this one and run. Control Shift F10 is also one of the dedicated that we have. So build it and finally see the outcome. Let us, okay, so this is the outcome. Maximum of a or b is 5. So this is the way you simply put it. Next one is this program is for that if and else, and here because of that int x, that value that given is x integer equals to 5. So once we have print x is either 1 and 2, or simply print this. So you have to run this program again. So right click on it and run this one. Control Shift F10 is also a shortcut key for that purpose, and you simply run these line of code. So it is very, very simple. Like this, x is neither 1 nor 2 because x is already assigned 5 as value. Same happened with some rest of these programs. So here we have this list of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will print values of the array 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to simply run this. So right click on this and Control Shift F10, and finally you will see the outcome. So here this is very, very easy. Like this is that program is running. Quite basic steps to follow once you install with this. So we will use this IntelliJ IDE for Kotlin's language, and as well as we will use Eclipse and futuristics as per our compatibility, and in the way to develop some of the basic applications of Android. So thank you very much being with me in this session. If you like these videos, please subscribe my channel. I will give the link in the description box about that installation and number of steps you have to follow to install this IntelliJ IDE. So thank you very much being with me. Have a nice day.